July. Today is Monday the 10th of July. And we are just about to head out for our walk, Tim and I. But before we went out, I wanted to show you the progress I'd made on my bag puss. So after a very, very rocky start, I've managed to finish the head. It looks a bit strange at the moment, doesn't it? But yes, this is the head. It is more or less right. You can see I can't point to it because my other hand's holding the camera. I have fudged it a little bit round about here, but I'm not even worrying about it because once it's got all its bits and pieces on, I've got to do his muzzle, his eyebrows and his ears, and then the head is finished. Well, I've got a little bit of felt to put on for a nose, and is the whiskers on bag puss? No, there isn't. So this sort of felt for the nose and then like a little bit of, I don't know what them brown dots are. I'll have to have a look. They might be Swiss knots, something like that. But yeah, I have actually managed to do this. I was thrilled. I sat last night and finished it off and went to bed feeling very pleased with myself. A lot better than I did the night I had fell out with it. So yeah, Tim and I are just going to go for a walk, and then we've got some errands to run. Got to go to the post office. Where else have I got to go? I need to go and get some cleaning stuff, some laundry stuff. And yeah, just a bit of a doing day today, but I will take you with me. And if there's anything exciting to show you, I'll show you. But I am hoping to get in my craft room again this afternoon. Just to do a few bits and pieces, so maybe I'll take you in there with me later. We are going out somewhere this week for a couple of days, not sure where just yet. I'd like to go and get some new trainers, so maybe to Manchester or the Trafford Centre, and then, can you hear him mumbling in the background? And then I'd like to go to, I don't know, some crafting store, we'll see. Anyway, for now, I'm going to go, and I shall be back later. Bye-bye. We're back to the bag puss. I have to say, I've got to be honest, in all my years of crocheting, and it's been a while now, and I've made toys for, I don't know, maybe 5, maybe 10 years. I have never come across a pattern that is so frustrating. I have been on Ravelry, and you can purchase this pattern from Ravelry, and there's some good reviews and some not so good reviews. But this morning when we was out and about, Tim wanted to go to one of these DIY shops, so I took some crochet with me. I said, I'll sit in the car and wait for you. So I started Bag Puss's muzzle. Now, this goes on here. I know it has to be shaped and stuffed, but the instructions for putting Bag Puss's muzzle on is stuff lightly, attach to face, and use picture as guidance, something like that it says. Have you ever in all your days? One of the ladies on Ravelry had said it's been an unfinished object for so long because the pattern was so frustrating. Another lady said it's been an unfinished object and is now ready for the bin. Oh yeah, not so good reviews on this, I must admit. But I said to Tim, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the parts and then try and put it together. Because if I just complete the head and it looks a mess, then I know I will not do the rest of the body. Whereas if I've done all of the pieces and then have to put it together, because I have put the work in it, I will try my best to make it look like Bag Puss. So that's what I'm going to do. So next is 2 ears and 2 eyes. But this, I have to say, is getting the better of me. I've never been so frustrated. So that for today is done. It's not going to be as quick of a job, this bag puss, as I thought it might be. I don't know what I'm going to do this afternoon, but it certainly isn't him. Not very exciting, but this is my life and I want to document it with you. So I've had a new tool today. Tim has bought me a heat gun. This is for my embossing for when I do my paper craft. It's basically a straight handled hairdryer. But yeah, I didn't know he bought it. He may have bought it and it's arrived this morning. So I'm going to try that out maybe later on this afternoon. Just thought I'd show you that one. Isn't it exciting? But you need it to do embossing. So thank you very much, Mr. C. Right, so this afternoon I have had to go to bed. I had the most horrendous headache and couldn't get rid of it, so I took tablets and I went to bed for an hour. And now I've got up and it's perfectly fine and all gone. So I need a stress-free evening from things that annoy me. So tonight I am going to finish turning my heel on my Gretel sock. So I'm going to finish turning the heel on that and then perhaps do a couple of rows on that. And then I might attempt my blanket. I've already done the stars. No, they're not stars, are they? They're snowflakes. I've already done the snowflakes, but I've pulled them back because I didn't like how you could see all the burgundy running through the back. That's what I'm going to do. I've been speaking to Karen from Stitches and Jacks and she's going to use bobbins. But I don't mind the yarn running through the back, but I didn't pay much attention to it and it was very baggy and you could see a lot of it through the white, so I'm going to attempt that again. But I need to do something that's stress-free 23, so that's what I'm doing this evening. Whilst I'm sat here on the sofa, I just want to show you my oxalis. Look at those beautiful leaves. Aren't they lovely? I love this plant. So this is my oxalis. And I don't know what this one's called, but Katie and Justina bought me that one, and that's doing really, really well. I can't remember what they bought me that one for, Mother's Day or... I can't remember, but isn't it lovely? I love these two plants. Good evening, everybody. It is now 6:30. I do apologise for my shabby appearance. As you've probably heard, I've been in bed all afternoon and I am absolutely freezing. It's gone so cold here in the northwest. So I have got my nightwear on. I've got my PJs and a t-shirt, and then this is my cosy lovey. But I love it because it's really cold. But I was talking to a lady on my YouTube channel, and we were talking about bag puss, and she was saying that she remembered when they brought, I think it was Serdar that brought out a yarn called Snowflake, and I'd said, oh, I remember when that come out. I made quite a few things with Snowflake, and you know when you think, I'm sure I've got a book that you can make toys with Snowflake. So I come up here and I was rooting and I found it. Look at this. Look at that Rudolph. Isn't it fab? But what I really, really like. Oh, look. Look at the Eskimo. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, is Rudolph. But there's one thing I want to show you that I'd really, really like to make. Oh, I'm really not happy about bag puss. It's the... Well, I don't even want to talk about it because it's that bad. I'm really just not happy about it. I am going to persevere with it, but I'm not going to let it stress me. And again, one of my viewers says, remember stress-free 23. Well, I've put it in the naughty corner. Well, actually, I haven't put it in the naughty corner. It's at the end of the dining room table, and that's where it's staying. I'm working on socks at the moment, and then I'm going to, if I haven't had enough before I go to bed, because my headache is coming back, I'm going to work on some of my blanket. But yeah, it's just staying where it is for the time being. And then every time I go out in the car, I'm going to take a bit of yarn with me and just make an ear or a leg, or yeah, because I want to finish it just so I can put it on a pillar underneath my Christmas tree. and it's ridiculous, isn't it? But when one of my viewers said, wouldn't it look perfect like that? If I can't finish bag puss, then I'm going to have to find another cat that I can crochet to put on a cushion underneath my Christmas tree. But these are what I love. Look at how cute them little teddy bears are. Now, this is done in the same yarn that me and that lady were talking about, Snowflake. So, yeah, these are all the patterns that's in this book. So, you've got a cushion, you've got a mice, and a... Is that a mouse? Yeah, mouse. And then there's teddy bears, the Eskimo, there's a couple of snowmen. There's an Eskimo lady, so I think I might be making something out of this. I forgot I had this. I can't tell you how many years I've had this. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and say I'm sorry it's been a bit of a bitty day, but Mondays are always like this. We always have things that we need to do. But tomorrow we are going out and persuaded Tim to take me to Abercarn. I want to go to Abercarn to buy some nice fancy lace for journaling, and while we're there we'll have a look round. And not far from there is Hobbycraft. It's in Bolton, which is about, I don't know, an half an hour drive from us, if that, I'm not sure. But I have been to the Bolton Hobbycraft before and it's a really nice one. The one in Stockport is all right, but the one in Bolton just seems like a much better store. It just seems like it's got more stock in it, more choice. So that's where I've got him to take me tomorrow. So I'll take you there with me. Wednesday, we did have plans for Wednesday, but I can't remember what that were. I can't remember. And then I think on Thursday we might be going to get some new shoes. Well, not Tim won't be getting new shoes. Well, I don't know, it might be. But I've got this hankering for a really nice pair of bright white trainers. So whether we'll go to the Trafford Centre or whether we will go to Manchester, I'm not sure. I would actually quite like to go to the Trafford Centre as a little treat this week, because there's a couple of places in the Trafford Centre that sell the most amazing ice cream and I'd really like a treat. Anyway, that's it. I'm not babbling on anymore. I'm just going to say good night. I'm going to go and have something to eat now. We haven't had dinner yet. We're really late this evening. We're having, this is how cold it is. We've made a stew. So we're going to have a nice stew and a piece of crusty bread. That's all we're having, nothing else, just a nice bowl of stew and a piece of the crusty bread that I've made, the sourdough. And then we're just going to have a bit of a chill this evening. So with that said, I'm going off to eat my dinner and I will be back with you tomorrow. I hope you all have a nice evening. Take care and happy crafting. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.